Did you know that what day Thanksgiving is held only became official in 1941? That to this day historians disagree on what actually happened the first Thanksgiving, and that some Native Americans commemorate a national day of mourning on this holiday. This is the History of Consciousness. My name is TheKajaMartin, and today I'm asking why. So why do we celebrate a holiday that holds so much controversy? Although some might say those Native Americans should just let it go. Okay, so what if we just agree that Thanksgiving is not about celebrating the pilgrims coming to America and all of that, and instead it's about celebrating what we have now and being thankful for that? Does that make it better? When I was growing up, Thanksgiving seemed to just be about food and then tracing your hand and turning that hand drawing into a turkey. But that was really the holiday. Thanksgiving has transformed itself. I would say now it's more about food, Black Friday, and football. This is American history. We escaped from the British. The Pilgrims broke free of persecution from England. Yeah, but then we came to America and persecuted Native Americans. Honestly, to me, this is one of those holidays we celebrate because it's tradition, not because we're actually celebrating freedom from persecution. That's the 4th of July, and we celebrate that by shooting guns and drinking. And maybe we should get back to what Thanksgiving really is. You know, being thankful. Real talk, I don't know if it's wrong or right. I mean, America has such a complicated and conflicted history, right? Just take the Confederate flag, for example. As a person of color, it's hard to see it flying lots and lots of places. People fly it and they love it and they celebrate it, and I hate it. But is it my responsibility to go up to everyone who loves that flag and tell them not to, that it hurts? Is that my responsibility? No, ain't nobody got time for that. So I did what I always do. I sat down with one of my buddies, try to get a better perspective on the matter. So who are you and what drives you? That's like what I'm trying to make my first starting question.
You mean like who am I, like my name, or who am
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I'm doing this. So this will be an interview that's in its own playlist, and it'll also exist in this episode. It's about Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if you celebrate it. You're Puerto Rican.
I do. I'm going home to
Puerto Rico.
About it now?
No. Yeah, we can.
We're talking. This is it.
Yeah,
you can cut it together.
Yeah,
this is happening. This is real life.
Yeah. So who are you?
And how did you get in here?
This is my house. So just tell me who you are, or tell everybody who you are and what drives you.
My name is Carlos. I'm a comedian, actor, performer, entertainer. I've been lucky enough to survive in this industry by living up the fat of the land, I always say. I've been doing that on and off since I graduated from college.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people always ask me, not a lot of people ask me, but I think nobody's asked me this. But people in general ask like what success means to people, and I think to me specifically within this industry is your ability to survive without having to have a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? And by that I mean a job that doesn't help you in any way. I'm not saying that 9 to 5s are bad, but I'm saying at least for the industry, it means doing something that's not conducive to what you want to do with your life or your career.
Yeah.
I do celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. The thing about Puerto Ricans, and this is gonna sound like a joke, but it's legitimate. We love to celebrate everything and anything that's happening out there. We don't have to be a part of it. If it just guarantees that we have a day off, we'll take it.
You're there.
We'll celebrate it. I mean, obviously, you talk about Thanksgiving as a thing,
right?
But it's kind of tied to us because Christopher Columbus kind of
that's what
discovered Puerto Rico in 1492.
Did he discover it?
He discovered it. You know, he made us who we are.
he did everything for you guys.
Yeah. But yeah, we do. I do. I'm gonna go see my family. It's the one for me personally. Since I've been away from Puerto Rico, and I have 2 older sisters.
Will you go to Puerto Rico to?
I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go to Florida. So we made a point to get together no matter what for Thanksgiving. So around that time we got together. What?
Is that your one holiday that you get together for, or just?
Well, for the last 15 years, we've made a point to get together no matter what.
You celebrate to celebrate, and that's kind of what I'm trying to explore in this. Like, I honestly don't know. I don't know whether Thanksgiving is right or wrong. You know, some Native Americans celebrate like they have a national day of mourning, and, you know, because it's, the they were treated terribly, and smallpox, and you know, like you were saying, like Columbus discovered Puerto Rico. Nobody discovered anything. People were already there.
Yeah.
So I'd love to know your opinion about Thanksgiving, because it's that thing of celebrating it because you think it's fun, or not celebrating it because it's wrong because history says that it's wrong, or whatever.
Well, I feel like in my case, because I grew up in Puerto Rico, it was never painted with a political view or like a historical view.
That's a great way to think about it.
It was just for the sake of being thankful.
Okay.
Because thinking back, we were never like, I never questioned why it was. We ate turkey, but in Puerto Rico you cook it to taste like pork. That's a little tidbit. It's called pavochon. Look it up. It's fantastic.
You cook it to taste like pork?
My mom, yeah. For the most part, you can make the turkey taste like pork, and that's.
For the most part. Do you not eat pork?
Yeah, but like pork is such an important part of like the cuisine or the diet in Puerto Rico.
Do you guys ever stuff it? Remember there was like that turducken thing happening?
Turducken,
yeah,
maybe.
where you like stuff the duck inside of a turkey. Yeah.
Seems very torturous.
Do you guys ever stuff?
We do, but we stuff it with like mofongo or plantain based
But you don't stuff a pig inside of a
No, we don't.
Turkey.
Not yet.
Thanksgiving kind of, to me at this point, feels like it's become a holiday that's like just about kind of getting a day off, but really, you know, you schedule your meal about when you're gonna go shopping. I don't know if you've experienced. I don't know if you've ever done it.
I did it like one time, and it was I was miserable.
Right.
Unfortunately, we live in a society where most people are gonna be able to afford the stuff that they need to get. That's not to say they shouldn't even have to worry about that, but we're a consumerist society, so.
You bring up a great point, which is that it might be where people can only afford to buy stuff on that day, which is, you know, a sad but true thing. But the other thing that I think frustrates me about it is that we've created this holiday kind of right after another big holiday, and so it forces a ton of people to work. I think a lot of you know, low income people to not spend the holidays with their family because they're working at Walmart or Kmart or
and they
Target.
keep pushing it back.
Right, and
so
it's
they
earlier
do it
and
so
earlier.
not even on Thursday, the Thursday of Thanksgiving.
Right, exactly.
People are like, hurry up, eat your turkey, we gotta run to Best Buy.
Exactly.
And it sucks.
Right, I struggle with that as part of the Thanksgiving tradition. I feel like it's, you know, football, turkey, beer, Black Friday.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's sad, especially when you see those videos where people just go crazy and they fight.
And people get injured, and like, I don't know that there's been a year where nobody's gotten injured or people haven't died.
But yeah, no, I think it comes down to identity, and it just gets warped, because it's like, even Thanksgiving started, we don't even know if it's a positive thing or not. We don't know what history, or that, you know, we don't know what the actual thing that happened. We try to make that into a place of being thankful for everything. It's kind of nice, but then it goes right back on to like Black Friday, and it just kind of defeats the whole purpose of it.
Right.
We're very thankful. Get the
yeah, this was my flat screen.
Yeah, I think ultimately that's the funniest thing. Like, we're all very thankful about this thing, and then like 2 hours later, we're literally like fighting people for a flat screen.
Jesus.
So. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're talking about in a situation where I've been uncomfortable. I do remember when I was in college. This is the one thing that stuck in my head. I remember I was in college, and you know, I was doing theater, and I remember at some point a group of like people from the theater started making racist jokes.
See? Nobody knows the exact right answer. But if you want to see the full interview, check it out on the playlist. So what's Thanksgiving to me? At this point, to me, Thanksgiving is a bit of a racket. Now, I do not say that flippantly. I say it sincerely, because I think people kind of think of it as a gimmick now. It's the kickoff to the holiday season and to shopping and to consumerism, and that kind of makes me crazy. Some families plan their dinner around when they're gonna go start sitting in line for Black Friday, and every year there's at least a death or multiple injuries because of shopping. Because something was on sale! That is absolutely insane! So if you do celebrate Thanksgiving, think about what it means to you. Think about the intention that you would like to bring to the table. Or better yet, bring that to the table of people that are less fortunate than you. Make Thanksgiving not about you. Because at the end of the day, that selfishness and only thinking about ourselves is what got us into this conflicted holiday mess in the first place. And hey, I know, I struggle with it too. So just make a checklist every day before you leave the house. Integrity, selflessness, check, check. Alrighty, I'm out.
If you want to see my video about selfies, click on the left. And if you want to see Carlos's amazing channel, click on the right. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.